Hello and thank you for watching my video. Welcome to another video looking at the new PvP builds in Guild Wars 2, and this is obviously going to be looking at some of the new traits that have come in and how they're actually affecting some of the builds in Guild Wars 2. So what we're actually got here, I'm on my Elementalist, and this is a build that I actually have been running before the changes happened. And this build I actually have a lot of fun on. This is one of those builds where I actually really enjoy playing. It may not be the most, easily to sort of keep you in the fights going around in PvP at the moment, but what it does have is the ability to cause a lot of damage and cause death very, very quickly. So let's talk about the build. The whole point of this build is to build power, precision, ferocity, and might. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at the traits first. So here, we've got via the PvP section. So we have air, fire, and water. The water can be interchanged with a couple of others. I've just gone for the little bit of survivability and a couple of other traits. But we're going to start in air. We actually get move faster while attuned to air, pretty standard. Gain ferocity based on your precision. So that's helping for the critical hit chance. Nothing else you really want to take there. We strike your target when you attune to air. You gain precision while attuned to air, so again you're increasing your precision. There's nothing else you really want to go for that. You could go for Tempest Defense to give that little bit of defense, but having more precision is really worthwhile on this build. Chance to cause vulnerability on crits, so again really useful to improve and do more damage. And deal more damage when your foe's health drops below 20%, below 50%, sorry. You're doing 20% more damage. Really, really big damage boost that this is. So that's what I'm going for, Bolt to the Heart. Excuse me while I just open up these rewards from a PvP match I've just played. Fire, this is the fire build. We gain power while in fire attunement. Use cleansing fire when you have a number of conditions. So this is a little bit of survivability. And you actually get might when you use cantrips, which would be armor of earth. The other things you could go for, you could have critical hits that have a chance to cause burning, and burning lasts longer. However, we're not set up for conditions, so the condition damage is very, very minimal. That's why we're not taking that. Inflict damage at your location when you attune to fire and gain aura. Deal more damage while attuned to fire, pretty standard, nothing really else we want to do. Deal more damage to burning foes. And each skill you use while attuned to fire grants you might. And this is the big one. Pyromancer's Puissance. I'm going to pronounce that correctly. This gives you so much might. You could go for other things, but this is the main thing in this whole build, giving us might while we're attuned to fire and using skill 1. Skill 1 over and over again gets you more and more might. I'll explain a little bit about that later. Where for the water, we actually get we regenerate health while we're attuned to water. While we're attuned to water, your spell deals more damage to vulnerable foes, and vulnerability lasts longer. So that's a big thing. The fact that vulnerability is increased by a third. Heal at nearby allies when attuning to water. We get extra damage. This is an important one to go with the might. We actually deal an extra 10% damage while we've got more than 90% health. Really, really important because it's going to give us an extra flat 10% damage. We do healing increased by 15%. And we remove a condition when granting regeneration. So every time we swap into water attunement, we remove conditions. Is there anything else we could do? You know, potentially soothing power, or you actually powerful aura. But I like removing conditions because they are so powerful at the moment. Going on to the sort of the equipment, we actually have the chance to gain might on a critical hit. 60% chance of critical, gain might for 10 seconds, a 1 second cooldown. 5% damage. Rune of the Scholar and Berserker. So that's the whole build. We look at the healing. We actually have Glyph of Elemental Harmony. So again, when we use healing skills, we actually get a 3 stack of might if we're in fire. Armor of Earth is used to get might and also for that little bit of stability when doing a stomp. We have Arcane Shield, is pretty self-explanatory to block. Shields, give you that extra bit of survivability. And we have the Ice Bow, or the Frost Bow. The major reason we've kept this is because you can do a huge amount of damage. So we also have a Glyph of Elementals. So what I want to show you is we're going to use this target heavy golem, and I'm just going to auto attack one. But watch the might stacks, okay? So we get 2 might stacks, 3 might stacks, 4 might stacks, 5 might stacks, 6 might stacks. It's continuing to go just by auto attacking. So we are really building up. We've got 9-10 stacks of might now. A huge amount. If you look at how much we're doing as well, we're not critically hitting, but we're doing a lot of damage. So we're going to continue. We're going to go and do the medium golem. So I'm going to keep going these might stacks, and then what we're going to do, we're going to go and we're going to keep attacking, keep up our might, and then I want to show you when the target golem respawns. We're going to go into frostbow, and then we're going to unload our stacks of might on the golem here. So there you go. You can see it's getting critical here. It's bleeding and vulnerability, and that's dead. Instant death. And that is a huge feature of this build. It is extremely fun. It's really a lot of fun to play this build. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to take out one of the beasts, because for this build you can kill a beast very, very quickly. So we're going to build up a little bit of might, and then I'm going to go over there. I'm going to have to wait for the ice frostbow to cool down. But the whole point of this is, I wanted to play a PvP build where we're actually having fun. And some builds are very defensive, whereas this is much more aggressive. You go out there and you're properly trying to actually, defeat foes really, really quickly indeed. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to stack I'll wait until this Svanir returns, and then we'll take him out. Okay, so you can see Svanir's returned. So we've got the frostbow. We're going to use deep freeze, skill 5, and then we're going to pop him down with the ice storm. So he's stunned for several seconds. Look at all those critical hits we got, and he's dead. That was like 3, 4, 5 seconds. That's it. We had 6 stacks of might at one point, but look in the left hand side, you can see all those critical figures that are coming up. We're hitting him for multiple critical hits there. That is a huge amount of damage that we've done here, and this is the whole point of this build. It's a fun build. The point of this build is to go around, do a lot of damage. You may be squishy, so you're pretty vulnerable to thieves, mesmers, DPS guardians, so you will get melted down pretty quickly. You can be burst down very, very quickly, on this build. But this is a very high support build. If you've got a tanky guardian warrior fighting on point, defending against a couple of enemies, you can come in and you can cleave those guys down with a meteor shower, drop in the ice bow as well, and your enemies just disintegrate. So what we're going to do now, I've got some PvP footage in the background that I've done. I've done several different maps, and I wanted to show you different scenarios in which this build is actually pretty viable, and that it's pretty useful indeed. So you can see here we're actually in Legacy, and we're doing pretty well compared to the other team. Obviously I'm on the blue team, and the whole point of this is that this map here in particular, you've got a wide central location, and you really have to be aware. Particularly rangers can really take you out on this build with their rapid fire, but we're very good in working in a team in this build. So let's watch. As you can see me, I'm sort of wondering where to go. The Mesmer's chasing back home, so we've got a thief here. He's got venom, so he's stunned me. I'll pop the armor of earth to stun break. We do manage to get, we get downed. But one of the big things about this is even when downed, we can do a lot of damage. And you see, that was quickly the thief got. But I just hit him while in down state for over 3,000 damage. That is a lot of damage that we can do while in down state. You can see I've got 6 stacks of might here, as I'm increasing with this build. And we're really stacking up that might. We'll pop the ice bow. We don't know where the thief is, but we can see here we're getting, he's popped his shadow refuge. We're going to use our lava font to try and cleave him down. We don't know where he is. You can see there, obviously, the Mesmer's taken out the other thief. I'll get that kill there. And you can see with the amount of damage we've had a few little traits given to us by the Necromancer. So there we go. You can see there the thief was already dead. He was in that shadow refuge. So this is now Forest of Niflhel, and it's very good to being at this top location. You'll see me cleave down with a lava font, get that kill. But I'm going to hold here, and you can see in the middle point that we've got the Guardian. The Rangers appeared, and so I'm going to come out, And you can see the ranger. There's another character there as well. One of our players is down, but I'm going to unload with... unfortunately, my guardian got taken out there. But I'm unloading with Ice Storm, so with the ice bow. And you can see there's 3 enemies that I'm fighting here. One of them's already down. The other one has, I think it was an elementalist that's used the mist form to go away. But we've got the ranger here. There's another enemy coming in. I think that's a thief. But because we're in downstate, we're pretty significant. So there we go. We managed to get the kill off and res, and it was an an engineer got taken out and came down as well, because the amount of damage that we're doing. You can see here what the actual damage we were doing. Again, this build is very, very strong, not just in gameplay, but when you do get in that downstate, which does happen a lot, you have that ability to come back. So we've got a 3v3 fight going on here, or a 3v2 fight coming in, and I come in with my meteor shower and I'll launch in, and then one player's down, so we'll pop a lava font and we'll unload the skill 4, the ice storm, and look at that, they're really taking some damage. I think the guardian will do a few blocks here, but you can see I've got a critical hit on him. The elementalist is down, is finally downed as well. So we've got 3 enemies downed. Okay, so we had a 4-on-3 situation there, but the fact is I came in, I unloaded, and boom, those enemies just disintegrated again. Because the amount of AoE critical hit damage that you can do on this build is extremely proficient in this. So again, we're still on forest, and we're actually moving up. This is again another map. So we've got a ranger, I think it was. Ranger's taken over the midpoint. We've got my guardian coming in. There's 2 enemies coming, trying to get that midpoint. Now a third's joining them, but with the ice bow and the meteor shower, one's already downed. Guy's trying to res, the guardian's trying to res, so I'm going to nuke him down as well. So there we go, one of the guys down. Don't bother stomping on this build, because you just lose actually a lot of what you're actually doing. So the ranger's dead, the guy trying to res him, the guardian, he's now downed, and we've got a third guy coming in. My ally is downed, but we'll get that kill off just by cleaving him. Again, my guardian buddy's down, but the ranger's also downed, and we'll unload. I think we'll try and unload the lava font, and that will eventually wipe him out, and my colleague reses on the kill. So that's what you want to do as well, really look at getting colleagues up with these kills. And again, we're further on in the game, and one of my guardians, you can see on the minimap, he's being chased by a ranger as he heads towards the point. There is another player as well, so there's 2v1 here. I come in on the back, and I'm going to launch into a nuke. So we've got the meteor shower, we launched lava font, and we'll launch the ice bow. So one of the guardian's already down. Still got the ranger in play, but we've managed to kill off that guardian, and there we go. That is them. The guardian, we're now into a 2v1 fight. The ranger's still alive. We popped into healing because we were struggling a little bit. We'll use all our CC skills, which come, sort of the air and earth magic, and then we'll get back into power with the fire and the lava font, and bam, he's downed. So we had another player come in, but we want to watch out because another player's kind of come in. So there we go. We've got another enemy taking us out. This is a guardian again. I think it might have been the same guardian actually that we killed earlier, who respawned. And so there we go. I've been down, but you can watch. See, he's blocked one of my attacks. I'm getting a little bit rezzed. He's blocked me again, but there we go. Look at that. I managed to hit him down. So I critically hit for 3,235 damage, and that is a huge blow for him. I get a little bit of res, and I'm hitting him for almost 3,000 again, and again 3,000, and I'm really taking him out. So there we go, we got the kill. My partner didn't res me, I got the kill there. Unfortunately, I do get downed again, because I am so damn squishy, but we got this damn ranger and his pet. But I'm critically hitting the pet, unfortunately, by accident. So there we go, I'm now focusing on again a critical hit again and again. I am really hitting him, and I managed to get the CC by holding him there. We're 2v1, both in a down state, all in a down state. Unfortunately, the ranger is pretty OP in this situation, and he had a colleague come in. So we did lose that fight in the end. This is back with Battle of Kylo, and a fantastic map. My colleague's down, he's 2v1 here. I've launched Lava Font and Meteor Shower. He's actually 3v1 there, and then pop in the ice bow, and I've got 2 downs, and that's 1 dead, there's another 1 dead, so that straight away we've taken out 2 in less than 5 seconds. Really, really impressive damage that we can do here. This is with the ice bow. You want to know how OP ice bow is still? the stun. We've got a colleague here, an enemy coming in, Necro. We've stunned him. We'll get the ice bow. We'll use ice skill 5. Ice bow. We've predicted he's going to go there. Then we unload, and bam, he is cleaved down and dead. Wow, that is impressive. You've got to make sure to time that ice bow stun correctly, because it is pretty easy to dodge. But yeah, he was struggling from that initial stun. So that was the ice bow. Again, we are using ice bow. We're under the air achievement. And one of my colleagues, he's struggling, and we are just unloading. There you go, 2 of them straight away down. Look at all those critical hits. I think there's a third guy there as well. We've used Meteor Shower. Yep, there's a third guy. We're using Lava Font, and we've got the 3 kills there. And you'll notice in the chat that the guy there in the middle, he was like 3v1. And he was like, well, where did that help come from? They're all suddenly, you know, just got cleaved. You will notice I do take a little bit of liberties here. I forgot that the Guardian can teleport. This guy here is a Guardian. He's a DPS Guardian, and I'm trying to just build up my might stacks. You'll notice, again, in gameplay, look, my might stack's building up, because even though I can't hit him, I'm actually still building up my might. I thought that was pretty cool. Didn't realise that he could come up there, or he could teleport, and bam, that was my own stupidity there. Unfortunately, I've got my colleague, or I thought was there, but he moved. The Mesmer does manage to get that block off. He stunned him to stop from him stomping me, and I'm using the CC skill, and you'll watch as well again. I don't get as many critical hits off this time. He managed to evade one of my downstate skills, but then my Mesmer, thank God, actually rezzed me up, and we are then going to melt him down. The Mesmer sort of moves away. We popped the ice bow, was going to stun him. Watch, he's trying to down, and bam, we interrupted with the stun, and we're going to melt him down with the ice bow, and down. So this is the build. I'm hoping you guys like this build. It's a fun little build, just for having fun. You know, you are squishy, but you can really do some lot damage. Feel free to leave any comments in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much for watching.